The most important thing, this is what I like, me time. Me time. What does this mean? This is something for me, for myself. This is what I will do here. Relaxation, pursuing a hobby, exercise and physical activities, unplug and disconnect, explore nature, reflect, pamper yourself. Half an hour, 1 hour every day. What will happen here? What will happen? Who knows what will happen if you have 1 hour me time? What will happen to you? What will happen to you?
I think that will help us re-energize and charge our batteries and have more focus for new tasks and stuff.
Exactly, and recover, and recover,
Yeah.
and recover. Do you know when is my me time? When my family go for sleep, and I spend 1 to 2 hours me time. And during summer, there is a forest nearby my home. I go walking in the forest or biking. Disconnect from everything, just me time. But one day, just for fun, I was walking. I saw a strange animal. Then I said, I don't want me time. I want to run now. There is no time, for me time because animal might eat me now. so, but anyway, me time, you need on a daily basis me time, right? Me time is important for your well-being, for recovering, and for refreshment. To pamper yourself, just for yourself. You could, for us Muslims, we might read Quran, we might read adhkar, dua, connect with Allah. So you have many things. You have different opportunities to do, me time. Exactly, Hissam. But the most important here is not about I read coding or I read. No, this is for relieving yourself. So it is about this. The most important here for me: unplug and disconnect. And here in Finland, there are summer cottages. I went to one of these summer cottages. There is no technology. Even water, you bring it from the lake. Imagine. So that you go back to the nature, You don't need electricity. You don't need anything. Just to go back to the nature. Because, technology, all these things, social media, is spoiling our life, by the way. So as you can see, I am not really focusing only on the productivity. Also, I am focusing on the well-being. If you are in good health, mentally and physically, you are shining. You will increase your productivity. And you can proceed. You can grow. But without having a good health, mentally and physically, you cannot survive. So it is a balance, It is a balance. You need to balance all the time. With my health, quality time with myself, with family, and my personal growth and success. It is a balance, guys and girls. You need to balance between all these. And take this wisdom from an old man like me over 50 years now. Okay, now there is a matrix called Eisenhower Matrix. It is important. It makes a difference in my life. It is a tool for prioritizing. It is a tool for prioritization. It contains of the two axes, the x-axis for the urgency and the y-axis for the importance. And let's take one box, or like Americans say, box. Let's take one box at a time. So the first box is urgent and important. So what's the strategy here? Do it. Like what? Things with clear deadlines and consequence for not taking immediate action. Like finishing a client project, submitting an article for university, picking your sick child. For example, my son was struggling and he needs to go to the hospital. At the same time, I had a demo with my manager. What's the priority at this moment? It is urgent and important. The demo can be postponed, or I can delegate it to someone else. Thanks, Arsalan. Uh, but what's more important and urgent for me? My son, because there is a danger in life. I dropped the demo, I delegated to one of my team members, then I went to the hospital. Even my manager told me, your family is priority number one. So I'm giving you an extremist case, to tell you how you will do it. But like your well-being is like your health is priority number one. It is here in this box, right? Then the other box, not urgent, but important, like activities without a deadline, but bring your close goals, easy to delay or procrastinate, like professional development, networking, strategic planning. Let's say that a student, uh, you are taking, like Hala, let's take Hala. Hala has a deadline tomorrow for the university and has a deadline for your novel. Where shall she focus? Where is her priority? Where is your priority, Hala?
University.
Exactly. Your university. Otherwise, you will fail. But for your
Yes.
novel, you can agree with your team. You can talk to Payman Taha. Okay, can you ease my deadline? Can you postpone it? Even if they don't accept, there is not much loss in comparison to the university. So
Yes.
all the time there is important and more important. There is important and more important. You need to balance between these. You know, this concept was introduced to me from a European coach in Netherlands. She told me put your priorities. I put all my priorities here. She told me, "Are you sure? You are struggling. You don't know what's more important and what's more important for you." So I put all my activities in this box. She told me this there is something wrong. So it seems you cannot prioritize things. So if you everything is in one box, you need to reflect and check you are struggling with your prioritization. Okay. So what we did so far, importance and urgent, do it. Not urgent but important, schedule it. Something not important but urgent, the strategy here is to delegate. Let's see how. Things that need to be done but do not require your specific skills, busy work. Uploading a blog post, scheduling, responding to some email, meal preparation. I will give you a concrete example. I have a commitment to my manager in the job, and there is a wedding for a relative for me. If I don't go to the activity with my manager, we will lose the customer. But the wedding for my relative, I can delegate it to my son. I can delegate it to my wife. I can delegate it to my brother. And he can justify why I am not coming. And I can maybe bring a better gift for the wedding later. But I can go around it. But losing the customer, can I go around it? Did you get the idea? There is important, but there is more important. Right? And the last one is not urgent, and not important. You can delete it. Just delete it. It is just causing pressure on you. Like distraction that make you feel like there is distraction, like a lot of things like coming to your mind, but it causes you stress on yourself. So like social media, watching like 4 hours movie. I told you watch movie, but not 4 hours. So you have a lot of tasks piling up. It's causing a lot of stress on you, and it is not urgent, not important. You can just delete it. So you need to master the prioritization. Again, If it is urgent, important, do it. Not urgent, not important, sorry, important, schedule it. Urgent, not important, delegate it. And you know what? You can delegate it to software. Now, let's say in the bank, if you are paying an invoice manually, if you can do it automatically, why don't you do it automatically and get rid of it manually? And you can do it many things with software nowadays. So you can delegate to the software, to the AI. You need to master these things so that you don't keep repeat the like the manual way, right? I am good in delegation, by the way. Like all the time, people they are telling me, Mr. Delegate. Even in my job, I am not afraid if I delegate someone in my team to attend at a meeting. Usually managers, they are afraid to delegate someone because they might be afraid to take their job. But for me, I'm not worried. I can delegate anyone to represent me in a meeting if I cannot attend it. Delegation is the key word here. And not urgent, not important. It is just causing me stress and noise. Delete it, guys and girls. Just delete it, my friends, and get rid of it. Remove this stress. Does it make sense? Is this a good strategy for you? The key word is the prioritization. The key word which I talked about multitasking is the focus. You need to focus, and here the key word is the prioritization. If you want to learn something from this session, these two words, focus and prioritization. By the way, the product owner role, I keep telling the product owner in my team, two things as a product owner. You need to focus the team to do their job and to make the priority cluster clear for them. Two things, priority and focus, guys. Okay. And one thing, I learned here to remove the noise in my brain is to dump all what you have in your mind on paper, on a slide, on a document. I will show you what I mean by that. Just dump all the noise in your brain because it is consuming your power and energy. Document everything. I will give you an example. Simply, you can just put down on a paper all your ideas on to-do list. On a paper, just a paper, a small paper, a paper. All your ideas, all your plans, just dump them down on a paper, on a document, on a tool, etc. Right? What will happen if you dump all your ideas, all your plans? You will ease the processing power and energy of your brain. This is one thing. And you don't forget because the ideas will be forgotten easily. So you are like gaining two goals, reducing the pressure on your brain, and you are not forgetting. And third one is commitment also. You will commit yourself. Once you put your plan, what you put on a paper or on a slide or a document, you are committing yourself to these ideas. It could be like the symbol on a slide, like you put a topic. I need to do, for example, reading this book 15 minutes. I want to attend a training course for speed reading for 15 minutes. You just dump all your ideas and you are committing yourself. Once it is on a slide or a paper, there is commitment and you are not forgetting because we have a short memory, right? So this is ticking now. Then easy retro. You can use easy retro, like you put to do, ongoing, and done. I will show you like my easy retro. I will show you my example in a moment here. So I will log in. I will show you like the ideas which are coming in my brain. You will see. Taha's brain. So brain. Yeah, this is my brain. Let me show you what I have in my brain. Imagine all these things were making a lot of noise on my head, on my brain. Not yet, not yet. Wait, Farah, Farah, wait. So all these things were making a lot of noise in my head, in my brain. So here also, see, Farah? So vertically and horizontally, see what happens. This is what I want to improve myself, you know. I will show you vertically and horizontally. All these things. But what I did, I dump all these ideas, I put it on a tool, on a software to help me, right? I want in mobile technology, agile coaching, personal coaching, change management, you know, many things. Of course, I will not achieve it. You know, when I will be lagging behind. I will, you know, die without achieving 5% of my goals. I am sure of that. But what can I do to prioritize? To prioritize. What's most important for me today? The keyword is the prioritization, right? And I will tell you later another technique also. It is called the 2080, but let's park it for a moment. Just focus on the Eisenhower, but dump all your ideas, dump your thoughts. You know, Hisam, this is a good question. So, you know, I dumped all these ideas and then I put like my daily learning and then I put like in priority number one here. This is priority number one and so on. And you know, I will tell you in a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay. This is one way. Dump all your ideas. It is creating a lot of noise to you, consuming your energy. Great. And then now, do you remember I told you you need to stop starting and start finishing? Do you remember? Do you remember when I showed you last week work in progress web? And this is on whether you are in a personal level or on a team level. So you need to limit the amount of tasks which you are doing at the same time. For a team, you can, according to the team number, you can put it 3, 4, according to the team number. But for yourself, the one in progress should be one only, one thing at a time. Your web limit is one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Web limit is one thing at a time. So stop starting, start finishing. Just finish, then take another task. Finish and take another task. Don't open many tasks at the same time. Don't do multitasking. Make web limit to one. For your team, if you are 4, make web limit of 3 or 4 maximum. But don't exceed 4. 3, to enable pair programming. 4, to have one-to-one task only. 5, it is you are doing multitasking. You are doing multitasking. You need to stop starting, start finishing. Does it make sense?